And anytime you cover our sport, it gives notoriety to our athletes, and it gives credibility as well to our sport and to the game, and especially, Raging Cajun softball. It's you make it a big deal, so I certainly appreciate that. This week, very, very special week, exciting. Just can't wait. I know our team can't wait to actually play someone else instead of each other, and just to be in the environment that we anticipate is going to happen is going to be really special for all of them. We're just going to really talk a lot about being present and the get-to mentality. I get to play in this environment. I get to be in this moment, whatever the situation might be, and I get to be surrounded by my teammates who I love. So I get to, and just the freedom to just play and enjoy it and control what we can control.
What do you think that moment's going to be like after they call the starting lineup, and then the last thing they're going to say is the team is coached by head coach Alyson Habetz? What do you think that moment's going to feel like?
I don't know. I haven't really thought much about that. Just really focused on the team and their experience, and just, we have 14 newcomers who have never experienced Raging Cajun softball. I'm just so happy for them. They get to experience this, and then all the returners, of course. For me, obviously, it's going to be special because I'm home, so I'll probably be a little emotional about that. Just knowing that a lot of people who are up in the stands, actually watch me play here, watch me wear the jersey, and just how special that is, like a full circle moment, probably, and just the pride that I have in being a Cajun, and now being able to coach the Cajuns and hopefully, bring them to success.
Are there any nerves heading into it with a new lineup, so many new players, and in front of a home crowd? It is home, but I know sometimes home could be harsh if there's not a win right away.
Yeah, that's a great question. There's always butterflies. It's the anticipation of the moments and the big moments, but as long as those butterflies are flying in a V formation, I think we're good. But again, it's about controlling what we can control and not letting any moment get too big, and just being where your feet are. At the end of the day, we're playing a game, and everybody on the field knows how to play this game, and hopefully we can just remember that. And that's why the get-to mentality, the freedom to just play and not be so consumed about the what ifs or what might happen or any kind of negativity that might enter their minds. Just the freedom to enjoy the moment. And then their competitiveness, that's going to be there. So they're going to compete, which is going to be fun as well. But just keeping the controllables under control, and everything else takes care of itself.
There was so much talk about the players that aren't returning. Maybe not enough about, you got 4 full-time players back, and Kale also started about half the time. Is that fair that, they are sort of, they haven't been talked about nearly as much?
Yeah. Well, maybe not by some people, but by me, they've been talked about a lot, because they're the ones who are truly going to be a legacy here, and because they play for the name on the front of the jersey, and that's really special. That means more to me than anything, because I wore the jersey. So, those athletes will always have a special place in my heart, and Cajun fans' hearts as well, because they didn't stay here for me. They stayed here because they love being a Cajun. And that, to me, speaks volumes.
Go ahead, Shane.
What can you say about the first game starting lineup, and what you like and what makes you feel confident in starting off the season with those players in those positions?
Well, mostly because we've been practicing. I think we try to put them, we always say at practice that we want practices to be harder than games. So in our scrimmages, we always have runners on. We always try to, put pressure on the defense and put them in pressure moments where, runner at second, it's a tie game, or bottom of the 7th, tie game, let's win the game here. So just trying to, put them in those game moments during practice. So it's exciting to actually see them out there competing against someone else now.
Who do you anticipate being your starter for game 1?
That's a great question. I don't know yet. We're still talking about that amongst the coaching staff, trying to figure out kind of, because in a tournament, obviously you play different teams, and it's the first game out. So it's trying to figure out who's the better team, so to speak, based on what they have coming back, and, adjust your pitching staff accordingly. But, I guess we'll see.
With that also, playing in a tournament what kind of are your expectations of what you would like to see out of your team? Obviously, other than just winning, like what would you like to see out of them in different scenarios against different quality opponents and things like that?
Yeah, it's being focused on the little battles, like winning the little things, and hopefully that'll add up to the scoreboard. But just again, the main thing is being present. Like if our athletes, especially our hitters, can be present on every pitch and every pitch be locked in and not thinking about what if she throws a rise ball, what if she throws, or I just swung at that rise ball, what am I gonna do now? Like, can I just be present on this pitch? And on defense, this pitch, this play, that's the goal. Like winning those little battles, I think are going to take care of the overall scoreboard. Obviously, we want to win on the scoreboard, and we're going to compete. But seeing them in those pressure moments where they're just allowing themselves to play free and to be present in the moment.